What's up? It's Kelly, and I am the captain of Even Keel Ops. And in this video, I am going to show you how I track big projects using Trello. Okay, the first thing that I do when I'm going to track a new project in Trello is I come to this action plan framework board and I make a copy of it. Once I've made a copy of this board, I rename Action Plan Framework with the name of my project, like my starter kit series, and I have a board for that I'll show you in just a minute. After you've named your board with your project name, you're going to want to outline your big picture steps or your milestones that get you to completion of your project. For my starter kit series, each starter kit itself was a milestone or a big picture step. Now, if you're writing a book, maybe your big picture steps or milestones are your book chapters. If you're creating a course, maybe your milestones or big picture steps are your course modules. So once you've outlined all of your big picture steps or milestones, the next thing you need to do is to create cards that show you your to-dos or your action tasks in order to finish your big picture step, which will ultimately get you to the finished project goal. So cards have a ton of features that will help you monitor your project in Trello. And let's look at them. So you can add or edit a description here so that anybody that's accessing this card or yourself has more information about what this big picture step entails. If you're working with a team or you've hired a freelancer to help you with this specific project, you can add members to a card or a board. You can create labels to help you track the progress of your project or the information contained in a card. I like to use my labels to track the progress of a project. I use yellow for in progress and green for complete. I set up checklists with each of the to-dos that will get me to the completion of this big picture step to do. So if I'm creating a video, I have all of the steps that I need to complete before that video is done. Next, I can add a due date. So if I have a self-imposed due date or I have a client deadline I need to meet, I can add this due date up here, and Trello will track that due date for me. And if I follow the board down here in actions, it'll email me updates as the due date gets closer. If I don't follow the board, the due date will turn yellow and red in the board itself as the date gets closer. You can also add attachments to your board. You can attach from your computer. You can attach from Trello itself, from another card or another list or another board. You can attach from Google Drive or Dropbox. You can even attach a link to a website that has information related to this card's big picture to do or milestone. There are several card actions you can take here. You can move, copy, follow, archive, share, and more, including embed your cards into a website if you find that necessary. Now there's some features we can't see here because this is a public board I'm sharing. It's linked to a post in my captain's log on my website, and I will link that in the show notes in case you're interested in grabbing a copy of this template. But first, let's look at my starter kit series board. As you can see, I am done with my basic business, finance, and budgeting starter kit, and I'm done with the planning and productivity starter kit. I used due dates, I used labels, green and yellow. I used checklists for completing videos or modules or workbooks. And over here in my other lists, I have not even started the Prepare to Build Your Dream Team starter kit. As you can see, everything here is still white, not in progress, not completed. But I do have the Auditing Your Operations and Building Efficient Business Systems starter kit in progress. You can see that I have this video here in progress, and I've created video checklist, and I've actually just recorded this video intro this morning, so we can check that off as done, and we can see now that I am 67% closer to having this action step done so that I can complete and publish the entire starter kit. I also added intros for things in the other lessons, so I can check those off too. But as you can see, this is how I use Trello to monitor and track all of the steps that I need to take in order to complete a big project. So again, I will link this framework board in the show notes so you can grab a copy from my website if you would like. And until next time, fair winds and following seas.